Dr. Grant Mullen's book, Emotionally Free, is essential for those of us who want to be stable. Now, you came from the background of an anesthesiologist, and God led you into helping people really find balance. Tell us.
Yeah, this is really quite an unexpected journey for me. So when I graduated, I wanted to be an anesthetist because anesthesia, you may not be aware of this, is the most godly of all medical specialties. Because what was God's first medical act? He put Adam to sleep. So I just knew that if it was that important to God, then it should be for me. The other reason is anesthesia is perfect for control freaks, and I was a control freak. It's because you control people's heart rate, respirations, you control surgeons, nurses, and everyone does what they're told. If there's an IV in, you know that in 10 seconds they will be asleep, and you don't have to listen to them. You know, that's what's so great. You know, you didn't have to listen to people for more than 10 seconds. After that, you know, there, and then you're in control. But in the afternoons, we all had to do general practice because I was in a small hospital. We only did surgery in the morning. And a general practice is the exact opposite because it's a delayed gratification specialty because no one does what they're told. The treatments take forever to work, and you even have to wear street clothes. So it was very awkward for me. But what caught my attention unexpectedly was the number of Christians who were coming to see me emotionally broken. Depression, anxiety, mood swings, relationship failures. And I thought, what are you doing in my office? I even said to them, why are you here? Why aren't you going to your faith community for help? And they just said, my church, where I go to church, it's not safe for me to be that honest about how badly I'm feeling.
Yeah, sure.
And so I felt I had to try to do something about it. So I started to treat depression, anxiety, and mood swings, and much to my absolute surprise, people started getting better. So I started writing about it, a Christian understanding of depression, anxiety, and mood swings, a Christian understanding of psychiatric treatment, and then Christians just started coming from all over the place. And so I had a mood disorder clinic for Christians. But then a few years into this, I started getting demonic manifestations in my office. In the middle of one of my interviews, a lady, an inpatient in hospital, her eyes glazed over, a voice came out of her and said, "Leave her alone, she's ours." So I thought, well, there's a spiritual side to this that I had to learn about. And so then I became more balanced. I understood the medical and the spiritual. But then my wife and I had a marriage crisis, and there was no pill for that, and it wasn't a deliverance issue. Right. Then we had to learn about emotional baggage and all the things that go into our personality. And so after we came through that, then God just showed me that there's 3 parts to humans: body, personality, and spirit, and 3 parts to our recovery. There's a psychiatric recovery, 10 to 15% of the population has a mood disorder. Right. There's spiritual oppression that needs to be addressed, and then we all have emotional baggage. So when I wrote Emotionally Free, the first third of the book is how to assess yourself mentally. The second third is how to understand spiritual conflict, and the last third is how to do an inventory of your personality. So that's how I ended up here.
Just a final thought. Why are Christians so emotionally unstable?
Well, everybody has emotional problems. I mean, the whole planet has a problem with baggage. It's just that Christians, we don't talk about it, and so they stay stuck. So the purpose of the seminars that my wife and I do is to help people realize you don't have to be stuck. Here's how to assess yourself, and here's how God wants to set you free.
And why get the book? Tell me, tell our audience.
Because the book allows you to assess yourself, body, spirit, personality, so that you can see where are you struggling, and then it gives you the solutions, how to pray. Even the prayers are written out in the book so that people can actually follow through with me because Jesus is just waiting to set you free. It's a free gift.
We're talking to the author of the book, Emotionally Free, Dr. Grant Mullen. It's a book that needs to be a part of your library because emotional stability in a very whacked out world is not easy to arrive at, is it?
Well, it's critical to all relationships. Our relationships are directly dependent on our emotional health. And so if you want good relationships, you need to be emotionally healthy.